The Galaxy Note 5 and S6 Edge Plus are nearly identical on paper, but are also two entirely different phones. So let's compare them and take a look at 5 things you should know before buying. What's up guys, Jonathan here, and regardless of whether you're interested in the Note 5 or the S6 Edge Plus, the first thing you should know is that they both have awesome displays and they might be the best on the market. Both feature 5.7-inch OLED displays with a resolution of 2560 by 1440, but if we focus solely on the Note 5 for a second, on paper, nothing's changed from the Note 4, but that's on paper. DisplayMate ran some tests, not just look at a screen and form an opinion kind of test. I'm talking high-level, Bill Nye level, straight-up perverted tests, and found improvements not only in peak brightness plus the ability to read in bright light, but also, and maybe most importantly, better power efficiency. As far as the Edge Plus display goes though, it's nearly identical apart from the curved glass, but in terms of actual quality, it's right up there with the Note 5, so whichever of these you're leaning towards, you get a killer display. Now the next thing you need to know is that both of these have a completely different in-hand feel. The Note 5 is both thicker and heavier than the Edge Plus and features a curved back, whereas the Edge Plus has a flat back and sharper edges. I love the regular S6 Edge. The combination of the size plus the edges felt better than the standard Galaxy S6, so I think that tricked my mind into wanting to believe that the Edge Plus felt better than the Note 5. But after a ton of back and forth, and I mean a ton of back and forth, I think I prefer the feel of the Note 5 overall. On the other hand, these are both somewhat slippery phones. I don't think they're as slippery as some have made them out to be, but it's still something you should be aware of. Now, if you happen to check these out in person, let me know what you prefer.
The Note 5 is easier to hold, because I said so.
So the third thing we're going to take a look at is what separates the Note 5 against the S6 Edge Plus, and that is obviously what makes a Note, the S Pen. First off, it has a much better design. With the Note 4, you had to physically pull out the S Pen. On the Note 5, it acts like a button where you push, get an immensely satisfying click, and then can take it out like a sword. No, seriously, there's like a sound effect when you pull the S Pen out. Now, the instant the S Pen is out, even while the screen is off, you have the ability to take a quick note, which can then be saved as a regular note for later on. Then from there, you have Air Command, which essentially is the central hub for the S Pen functionality. First up is Action Memo, which lets you take down a note, but from there, take it a step further. So you could link it to an action, pin it to your home screen, or even use it as a reminder. Smart Select lets you screenshot a specific portion of your screen, and then can be saved as an image or added to a scrapbook. Screen Write is a screenshot on steroids where you not only capture your entire screen, but you can also write on it. Finally, S Note is where you can write down basic notes, but you also have the ability to add shortcuts to apps you use most frequently. So the fourth thing we're going to take a look at is what sets the S6 Edge Plus apart, and you guessed it, that is the Edge display. At its core, it gives you a quick view at things like the time, the date, battery percentage, and notifications without the need to fully power on the display. Also, because there are dual edges, you do have the ability to choose whether you want the notifications on the left or right hand side. Now, if your phone is facing down, the edge will light up when you get a call or a notification comes through, but on top of that, you can also color coordinate these to your favorite contacts. There's also in-screen functionality as well now, so if you swipe right on that edge icon, you have the option for 2 screens. People, which is not only a shortcut for your favorite contacts, but also a hub for notifications around those contacts as well. From there, you can swipe once more for access to your most used apps, and I'm not sure how useful this is, especially if you're used to using a launcher, but it's nice that Samsung included it, especially if you wanted to keep things stock. Now, the last thing you need to know is that neither of these have expandable storage or a removable battery. Storage really isn't a huge deal for me, but the fact that both of these have 3000 milliamp hour batteries is a little bit of a disappointment, and I really would have liked to see it somewhere in the 3500 milliamp hour range at the very least. Wired charging is going to take about 90 minutes to get a full charge, whereas wireless, which is a positive, is going to take about 120 minutes to get a full charge. On the other hand, the screen's power efficiency is much better, so it's not going to draw as much power, but I think that really means that you're not going to get bad battery life, but at the end of the day, you're not going to get great battery life or something that you would really come to expect with a Note phone. Aside from that, that wraps up the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did and you are feeling like being awesome, make sure to go Ty Lopez on that like button. This is Jonathan, and I will see you guys later. No, we're inching up the level, like high level, then Bill Nye, and then like you just get perverted. It's like a ladder of how scientific it is.